The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNCNow.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
So hello and welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. So hello, my name is Princess Sanchez, a mom entrepreneur, streaming live from Paniki, Tarlac.
At ako naman, si Kuya Ony, streaming from Las Piñas City.
Okay, and you guys are watching the special episode of the Passion Show.
Okay. Third anniversary, TNC. Okay.
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 And syempre, we're back, no? Syempre, I'd like to greet, ako muna, Kuya Ony, to greet everybody, the audience
sige.
who has been viewing us, no, for the past 2 seasons, no? And we are actually having a very special episode today, no? But of course, before anything else, Kuya Ony, kamusta ikaw today?
Tama, kumusta? Abay, na-miss kita, siyempre, sis, Pati yung mga passionista nating mga viewers, Na-miss namin kayo dahil medyo matagal-tagal tayong nawala, sa ere dahil naka-season break tayo. Pero, bumabalik tayo niyan, sis, kasi ito ay 3rd anniversary special ng TNC. Bilhin mo 3 years na pala, ang TNC, kumusta ba muna? Ikaw, sis, kumusta ka naman dito mga past weeks and months?
Okay, so okay naman ako, Kuya Ony. Thank you for asking. Naging meaningful ang ating season break for myself as an individual kasi I had a lot of personal developments, a lot of growth, within the past few months na we are on break. So I'm actually very happy na nakapag, naging meaningful ang aking journey kahit wala ako, doing the shows with TNC, but it was a very fulfilling one, So ikaw, Kuya Ony, kamusta ang ano mo?
Ganun din, Yeah, ganun din. Medyo maraming ganap, Pero pag-uusapan natin yan mamaya, sis, Pati yung special na topic natin yan, starting a passion. Okay, pero bago yan, nabanggit ko na 3 years ng TNC, Ikaw, sis, kumusta ba ang TNC experience mo? Yan. Tatanungin muna kita kasi anniversary ito ng TNC. So, kumusta yung experience mo rito?
Okay, so actually, nung simula pa lang nung season 1, naging something na hindi ko na-expect na gagawin ko ever, na I would be actually hosting a show online. Something kasi na hindi ko pa talaga na-experience and something na I was afraid to do at the beginning kasi I don't know kung ano ba yung mga mas-share ko na meaningful or, nakaka-inspire or magiging makabuluhan ba itong gagawin ko sa mga makakanood, But, what happened was, itong experience ko with TNC allowed me to grow a lot of my personal skills, Also, of course, in communication, I was able to communicate more and freely, in the online world, kasi right now we are all online. I mean, we are now online, and yan ang naging norm natin for the past 2 years nung pandemic, etc. So maganda yung experience. It was a very memorable, it's very memorable, and something na masasabi kong nakita ko yung version of myself as someone who's a host, a content creator for a certain topic, especially for a passion that I personally have or I uphold. So, yan. So, sobrang thankful ako sa TNC. So, yan.
Tama. At alam mo, sis, tama yung nabanggit mo, no? Kasi sa dinami-dami ng mga guests natin, no? Sa dinami-dami ng passions na mga pinag-usapan natin, aba, hindi lang naman yung mga audience ang natututo, no? Kundi tayo na rin mismo, no? Tayong dalawa, dahil marami tayong natutuhan doon sa mga guests natin. Diba? So,
Tama.
Masaya, no? At yun nga, nabanggit ko, no? Yung topic natin ngayon, mga kapasyonista. Kasi, nireview ko yung mga past episodes natin, sis, no? At nalaman ko na nagkaroon tayo ng episode na Discovering New Passion.
New passion.
Yan. So, ibig sabihin, nung pinag-usapan natin nung episode na yun, paano mo malalaman, no? Paano madidiscover yung mga passion mo? So, ganun yan, ha? At maging maganda yung napag-usapan natin nung episode niyan. Pero ngayon, ito yung natural na parang part 2 nung episode na yun. Kasi ngayon, pag-uusapan natin, okay, so na-discover mo na yung passion, no? Kung ano yun. Ang tanong ngayon, paano mo ngayon sisimulan yung passion na yan? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin. Pero bago yan. Balikan natin yung kwentuhan natin kanina, no? So, kumusta ang iyong mga nakaraang mga buwan? So, ano mga pinagagawa mo? Pwedeng related sa passion mo, pwedeng hindi. Kasi siyempre, naka-break tayo. Ano imamarites mo sa ating mga viewers?
Okay. So, sige, to share lang naman, ano ba yung mga pinagkaabalahan ko for the past few months, no? I actually started venturing into teaching language online. Okay, so I have been doing language tutoring in schools. I actually, for everyone's information, I am a language tutor. I teach Mandarin. But before, madalas ako nagtuturo in schools. So, after ko mag-graduate from college, I was a part-time teacher sa aking school before, a Chinese school, where I taught kids and of course yung mga high schoolers ang Mandarin. But this time, dahil given my schedule, I work at home, I have a business at home, everything is all at home. And so I thought of why not create like an online school at home, diba? Or have an online class at home. So ito yung ginagawa ko for the past few months. So I've opened classes in a weekly basis, at least twice a week. So right now I have 2 students, pero sobrang packed itong schedule ko right now. That's why I'm looking to evaluate further kung paano ko ma-arrange yung schedule to be much, flexible and to allow and accommodate a lot of more students to learn. But right now, yan ang naging passion ko, yan ang naging endeavor ko for the past few months. Kasi it's a passion of mine to also study and to teach language.
Pero bago mo ikwento yung ibang ginawa mo, sis, ang gusto ko lang itanong well, una-una, yan yung maganda example na pwede yung pagkakitaan yung passion ninyo. Diba? Yan yung pinag-uusapan natin. Like si sis, yung passion niya sa language, pwede niyang pagkakitaan. No? So, ang tanong ko lang, sis, so, are you still accepting students ngayon? Kung may gusto dyan sa mga viewers natin.
Okay. So, definitely I'm accepting students right now. Pero I would align them towards weekend classes kasi I have a very packed weekday schedule. So much freer ako in the weekends. So if anyone who's watching this special episode who might be interested, they could actually inquire. No, I have a Facebook account, so they could just search my name, Princess Sanchez, and feel free to inquire on the classes. But this would be much more available during the weekends as well, kasi yun nga po, very packed ang weekday schedule ko at the moment.
Oh, sige, so ituloy mo na yung kwento mo. So yan, so nagtuturo ka ng language.
Okay, so nagtuturo ako ng language. Ang tanong dyan is, paano ito nag-start? Okay, paano nag-start
Yan.
itong opportunity to do so? I actually was influenced and inspired by, syempre, itong partner ko dito sa shows, Kuya Ony, because he has a TikTok account. And he was actually telling me yung benefits ng TikTok at how it's more of a kind of laboratory or experiment para mag-experiment ng different things. And doon naman malalaman na ano ba yung more or less comfortable kang gawin or ano ba yung mga bagay na gusto mong i-share online na, in a much more fun platform, which is TikTok. So I was influenced by him, itong si Kuya Ony. And he basically guided, he taught me how to create a TikTok account, ano ang magiging concept, anong pwede mong gawin. And he actually helped me niche down towards language, towards Mandarin, Easy Mandarin for Pinoy. So yun ang aking TikTok account name, Easy Mandarin for Pinoys. At you can find all the videos that I've previously posted on Chinese, anything related to Chinese. And yan, yung mga videos na yan, very helpful. Kasi doon ko nakuha yung mga students ko at the moment.
So yun, so TikTok, so naging busy ka rin sa TikTok nung mga lately, di ba? Yung mga nakaraang mga months, di ba, sa TikTok. Tsaka nagtuturo. At syempre, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung negosyo mo, sis, no? Syempre.
Tama. So, ano pa rin naman siya. Until now, operating pa rin. Pero, I have also another thing na ginagawa at the moment. Kasi, hindi lang ako tutor, hindi lang ako nagnenegosyo, but I also am a freelancer. So, this takes a lot of my time kasi everyday ko tong ginagawa din, apart from what I've been doing, sinabi ko na sa inyong lahat kanina. So, very busy girl, I'm very ambitious, kaya I'm always going after the bigger things in life, no? So, something na, maybe later on I can share. No,
Tama.
When you go down to the specifics, yan. So,
pero, yun ang maganda rito, sis, no? Pagka passionate ka rin sa ginagawa mo, o yung ginagawa mo, i-passion mo, kahit marami yan, parang okay lang, di ba? Para ka lang naglalaro, dahil nga, di ba, may passion ka rin sa specific na activity. No? Tama. Abay, marami kang ginagawa. Ako rin naman, no? Kasi nga, after 2.5 years, no? At almost 3 years na tayo nakulong, yung face-to-face shows namin, no? Sa aming industry, ay nagsimula na ulit, no? So kahit paano, no, ako yung nakakapag-show na ulit sa mga birthday parties, no, sa mga live events, no. May face-to-face shows na kami, no. So kahit paano, medyo doon din ako nagiging busy, no. At siyempre, nagsusulat rin ako, no, dahil ako nagsimula ako magsulat ng libro ko, no, tungkol sa ventriloquist, medyo matagal na. Mga isang taon na mahigit, no, pero hindi ko pa rin natatapos dahil pabago-bago yan. So yun yung mga pinagagawa ko rin, no, recently, no. Of course, pareho ito na passion ko, kaya yun nga maganda, no. Pagka marami kang ginagawa, pero passionate ka rin sa ginagawa mo, parang hindi ka naman napapagod, no, para ka lang naglalaro. So, yun. So, pag-usapan natin, yes, no. Pag-usapan natin yung starting a passion. Kasi yun yung topic natin dito, no. So, ulitin natin, no. In the past, pinag-usapan na natin kung paano mag-discover, no, ng iyong passion. So ngayon, pag-usapan natin, alam mo na kung ano yung mga passion mo, gagawin mo na, pero paano ka magsisimula? No? Yan. Ikaw, gusto mo magsimula ikaw o ako, ikaw?
Sige, ikaw muna kayo, Ony, kasi gusto ko mo naman sa'yo.
Sige. So, ganito yan, sa aking karanasan. Pag nagsisimula ka ng isang passion, isang hobby, isang activity, whatever it is, di ba? Ang talagang problema mo ay dalawa. Usually. At sinulat ko yan. Itong dalawa na to. Yan. Fear and doubt. Yan, dalawang yan ang problema. No? Pagka nagsisimula ka ng hobby, for example, or whatever passion it is na discover mo, fear and doubt. No? Una, fear kasi takot eh. No? Kasi you are exploring or you are entering a new territory. No? Something na hindi mo pa na-experience. No? Siyempre, natural lang yun na medyo matatakot ka, may fear, no? Kasi maraming unknowns, no? Maraming variables, hindi mo pa alam kung ano mangyayari. And at the same time, yung doubt na factor, kasi nagduda ka paano ko, makakaya ko ba to? Hindi kaya ako in the middle, babaliktad o aayaw na lang, di ba? Parang may doubt ka sa kakayahan mo. So, palaging yan, dalawang yan. Fear and doubt, yung dalawa na yan. Ngayon, for example, gusto ko ikwento rin, nung nagsimula ako ng ventriloquism, more than 30 years ago, pumasok din itong dalawang ito, fear and doubt. No? Kasi una, fear, dahil nga, I was exploring a new territory, bago ito, no? Para sa akin. At hindi ko alam kung ano ang future ko rito sa ventriloquism. Kasi nga, hindi ko alam eh. Wala akong alam talaga kung ano pa. No? Pangalawa, doubt, nagdududa rin ako sa sarili ko para iniisip ko, okay, kaya ko bang gawin trabaho ito? No? At hindi lang ako mag-enjoy. So, yun yung mga objectives ko dati, kaya I took up ventriloquism. No? So, may duda ako sa sarili ko. Hindi ko alam kung makakaya ko. Pero eventually, meron ako mga nalamang mga technique, no? mga pinagbabawal na technique, no? Para mo matalo yung fear and doubt na yan. So, mamaya, i-explain ko, pero ikaw muna, sis. So nga, ano pwede mo sabihin muna, no? Tungkol dito sa starting a passion.
Okay, so actually this is, ito yung pinaka important natin ma-unravel tong question na to is, ano ba yung passion? Diba? Ano ba yung ibig sabihin nun? Diba? At ano yung difference niya from hobbies? Diba? So, pag sinabi mong hobbies, definitely, ito yung mga bagay-bagay na ginagawa mo on your free time, on your personal time, diba? So, kunyari, mahilig ako manood ng TV, it's a hobby. Diba? Or mahilig ako magbasa ng libro, it's a hobby. Okay. Pero what's passion? What's the difference between both the hobby and a passion? So passion, I'd like to narrow it down with this meaning as it like something that your passion is something that you can't live without. Okay, it's something that that somewhat adds onto the value you have for yourself. For example, itong passion ko is to, let's say, gusto ko maging isang pianist. Okay. And usually, a pianist naman, being a pianist, di ba, hindi madaling matutunan. I'd like to give an example kasi yung niece ko, she is currently studying piano. Okay. She wanted to be a professional at an age of 6-7 years old. Gusto na niya nakikita niya na yung sarili niya magiging isa akong pianist. Gusto ko tumugtog sa isang theater or something like that. And I asked her, bakit mo gusto yan? No? And she said, well, I think na it's something na I feel like it's where, parang yun na she was like born to be like that daw, sabi niya. Parang ganun. So, she wants to be a pianist in the future. And so, yun ang ginagawa niya. So, she's training, she's having lessons weekly para she would eventually upgrade her skills para maging isang professional or para maging isang pianist, diba? So, itong pagiging, passion, something that you can't live without. So, itong discovering a passion, it's not always gonna be easy at the beginning because a lot of people may be confused na ano ba yung na-enjoy kong gawin? Diba? Ano ba yung nakikita kong gusto kong gawin eventually? Kasi it will always your passion will always connect to somewhat your purpose diba? Something like that. So, discovering a passion, you definitely would have to understand your values, diba? You would have to definitely understand ano yung mga bagay na naiisip mong gusto mong gawin. No? And you have to know what your desires are. Diba? So, kunyari, gusto mo maging isang, let's say, dancer. Diba? It always starts with a desire. You always look up to something, to an image, or to a role model. And then, itong role model to or image ito, it becomes more of your inspiration to basically inherit that kind of image to yourself. Or, just thinking about what is it like to be him? Ay, kung ako yun, Diba? It's like trying to figure out kung more or less ito ba yung paano kaya kung ako ito, diba? Or something like that. So you always have to understand first kung ano yung ano yung more or less yung desire mo, yung ano yung gusto mong gawin at the moment, ganyan. So by then, from understanding your values, from understanding yung mga gusto mo, yung mga desires mo, you will eventually be able to connect the next few things that you have to also discover. So, kunyari, at the start, gusto ko, even in school, di ba, Kuya Ani? Pag sa school ka, malalaman mo na kung ano yung gusto mo eh. Malalaman mo na kung saan ka na-fascinate. Diba? And doon mo malalaman kung, okay, so, alam ko na gusto ko maging ganito. Okay? Pero, a desire will remain to be a desire if you don't put action to it. Okay, and I remember this specific quote. No, you have to find passion. You have to have passion for something, and if you have passion for something, the talent the talent eventually shows up. Okay, so feeling ko pagdating sa mga bagay na gusto mong ginagawa or gusto mong maging magaling ka, passion will always be the number one factor. You won't always be na magaling ka at the beginning because you're learning, you're trying to go by the basics, diba, the foundation, and eventually after figuring out, training, practicing, kung ano yung passion mo, ano yung nakikita mo more or less fascinate ka, you develop a certain skill or talent from that. So yun, beginning a passion will always be we will have to first understand yourself. Yun, something na
Tama. Pero yeah, totoo yan. Kasi di ba, in pursuing anything, di ba, importante that you know the whys, di ba? The whys. Bakit mo ginagawa yan, di ba? Ano sa puso mo, di ba? Ano sa mga values mo, ang nagsasabing gawin mo yan. So, bakit mo ginagawa yan? Sabi nga, if you know the why, the how will follow. Diba? Kung paano mo gagawin yan. Diba? Darating na lang. Pero tama sinabi mo ha. So, for example, pinag-uusapan nga natin yung piano. Kasi piano ha. Okay. Gusto niya magsimula ng piano. Yun ang passion niya, matuto ng piano. No? So, ang tanong, paano ka magsisimula? No? Dahil nandiyan nga yung fear at saka doubt eh. Diba? Hindi mo alam kung matututo ka ba o baka mahirapan ka, ganyan, diba? Ang nakita ko dyan, ang pwede mong gawin, pagka alam mo na ang passion mo, pero meron kang fear and doubt, para matanggal yung fear and doubt na yan, meron akong dalawang naisip, no? Na actually hindi lang naisip, ito yung ginawa ko. Dalawang steps na pwede mong gawin. Una, get as much information as you can on the subject information. So, yan muna, no? Ibig sabihin, kung halimbawa, kung piano yan, pinag-usapan ng piano, abay, mag-research ka, okay, ng tungkol sa piano, di ba? At ngayon, madali na mag-research ngayon dahil because of the internet, no? So, pwede ka mag-research sa online, di ba? Maghanap ka dyan, mga YouTube, di ba? Kung ano man. Kumbaga, ibukas mo yung sarili mo, no? Sa mundo ng piano. Whatever it is, kung ano yung passion mo. Online. Pangalawa, pwede ka mag-research libro. Okay, marami kang pwedeng bilhin na libro. Pangatlo, pwede kang mag-research via people. Okay, mga tao, baka may kakilala kang marunong magpiano na pwede mong lapitan, kausapin, o ma-inspire ka sa mga ginagawa ng mga favorite mong pianist. No? At saka pwede kang mag-travel. Okay, isa pa. Pwede kang mag-travel at yun nga, gain as much information as you can tungkol sa hobby kung ano man yan. Sa yung una. So, information muna. Ginawa ko to nung nagsimula ako ng ventriloquism. Dahil nga meron akong fear and doubt kung magagawa ko ito. So, ang ginawa ko, bumili ako ng mga reference materials. No? Bumili ako ng mga libro kasi at that time, 30 years ago, wala pang ventriloquism masyado sa Pilipinas. So, bumili ako sa abroad no? ng mga libro, mga videos, no? Para pag-aralan itong craft na ito. At pangalawa, tapos ng information, ito na, experience. Dito magkakatalo na sa experience. No? Ibig sabihin, ito na yung action, no? Just do it, ika nga, di ba? So, kailangan ikaw mismo maka-experience na, no? Nung hobby na to, nung passion na to, kung ano man to. Kung piano yan, di ba? Kumbaga, maghanap ka ng piano, tumugtog ka ng tumugtog to. Yun na yun, di ba? I-explore mo na. So, pwede ka mag-aral professionally, di ba? Pwede kang kumuha ng magtuturo sa iyo o kaya mag-isa ka kung gusto mo, di ba? Mag-aral ka mag-isa, but ang importante hands-on na kumbaga tumira ka na gawin mo na yan. At dahil doon sa experience na yan, doon ka lalong matututo. So yan yung dalawang steps, no? Pag magsisimula ka ng passion mo, kailangan gain as much information as you can, and number 2, gain experience. As much experience as you can. So, just do it. No? Yun ang mahalaga. At dito sa experience na to, dito papasok yung, naniniwala ka ba sa 10,000 hours na theory? Diba? Diba? 10,000 hours, sabi, you have to experience something 10,000 hours.
10,000
diba?
hours.
Para maging master ka ng bagay na yan. Diba? So, yun. So, dyan yung papasok yan, di ba? So, every day, 1-2 hours ka, di ba? O 3 hours pa, bahala ka, di ba? Kung gusto mong maging master, no? Nitong craft na ito, whatever it is. So, yun. Ses, ikaw, anong pwede mo idagdag dyan?
So ako naman, more or less, si Kuya Ony, more on the practical methods on how to begin a passion. And I'd like to touch more on the mindset. Kasi we tackled fear and doubt. Okay? So, with the mindset kasi, you have to hindi siya madaling gawin, yung mag-aral ka ng piano, kasi nakakatamad di ba? May mga ganun moments na natamad ako marami akong ginagawa, busy ako, nagsuschool ako, nag-work ako, wala akong time for that, di ba? And it gets in the way with your desire to learn that passion. And the only challenge for you talaga to deal with during these times is yourself. How do you overcome that mentality of procrastination? How do you overcome that mentality of slacking off? Yung mga bagay na kaya ko, next time na lang yan. Diba? So, yan ang mindset. So, that's an example only. And mindset is very important in starting something new. Because why? That fear and doubt comes in, diba? Pumapasok na siya sa'yo, iniisip mo na, kaya ko ba to? Hindi naman ako marunong, baka mapahiya lang ako, baka mag-fail ako dito. Nakakahiya pag nag-fail ako. Diba? And that's the number one fear of a lot of people right now. Diba? Mag-fail ako. And I'd like to encourage everybody to, number 1, change your mindset. Okay? Change your mindset in such a way that you have to exude that mindset of growth and abundance. Kasi you have to understand that if you're trying to learn something new, you won't get it right at the very first time. Diba? So you always have to understand that it will always be progress over perfection. Strive for progress over perfection. No? And if you have fear, in yourself na hindi ko alam kung kakayanin ko yan or may doubt ako, always go back to the reason why you're starting this. Diba? Ano ba tong reason mo bakit gustong magpiano? Is it only to impress somebody, or is it that something that you really feel like I cannot live without learning this? Or eventually gusto ko maging income ko in the future. Diba? Mga ganun. So you have to go back to that. So mindset is very important. So grow your mindset so that you'll be able to eventually achieve a lot of different things in your life.
Paano naman, for example, sinimulan niya na yung hobby na to, passion na to, no? And then after a while, sabihin natin, say a few months, di ba? Nagpapiano siya, pero after a few months, feeling niya parang hindi siya gumagaling, parang hindi para sa kanya yan. So, paano yan? Anong mapapayo mo dyan? Pag gano'n?
Well, ako naman kasi I've encountered that same situation na I tried a passion, na feel ko passion ko, pero it wasn't really for me. So anong ginawa ko? So this is based from my personal experience. I actually I actually did not continually pursue yung passion na yun because I felt na you already know for yourself kasi kung if it's something na you would like to eventually do in the next couple of months or years, diba? So sa akin, what I did was I tried to evaluate myself towards the process of learning this passion. So something na feeling ko, okay, hindi ako nagpo-progress after a few months, years. So maybe it's not for me. Okay, so I eventually stopped learning that passion and tried something else or
So,
I pursued something else. Ganyan.
tama
Ikaw
rin
ba,
yan.
Kuya Ony?
Ganun din. Ako, dami kong sinubukan na hobbies, no? Kung ano man, ang dami ko sinubukan. Pero, yun nga, malalaman mo lang naman na para sa yun o hindi. Pag ginagawa mo na di ba? Kasi kung puro theory pa lang yan, di ba? Ay, ako, mag-piano, gusto ko tong piano to. Ganito gagawin ko. Hindi mo pa talaga malalaman. Pero pag na-experience mo na, at umupo ka na talaga yung mga tiklado, no? Yung mga keys ng keyboard, pinapatunog mo na. Doon mo talaga malalaman kung para sa'yo ito o hindi. No? And eventually, pag na-discover mo na, hindi para sa akin to, okay lang, at least sinubukan mo. Di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi ayaw mo naman dumating yung panahon na pag matanda ka na, isipin mo, sayang, hindi ko tinry. Di ba? Hindi ko tinry na gawin ito. No? So, ginawa. Para alam mo, example dyan, si Michael Jordan, di ba? Si Michael Jordan, for a while, di ba, biggest superstar siya at that time, nag-retire siya, di ba? Anong inilaro niya? Baseball, di ba? Baseball siya eh. Naglaro siya talaga ng baseball, professionally. Pero, kasi yun ang gustong-gusto niyang gawin. Pero hindi naman siya magaling na baseball player. And eventually, tinigil niya rin, tapos bumalik siya sa basketball. Ang sabi niya, bakit ka nag-baseball? Sabi niya, ayoko lang na hindi pagbigyan yung sarili ko. At mag-regret ako someday na, hindi ko man lang pinagbigyan yung sarili ko na mag-baseball ako. So tama yung sinabi mo, sis. Susubukan mo, di ba? And eventually, pag ang feeling mo hindi para sa'yo, dami naman pwede pang gawin na hobbies, di ba? So, maalala mo, pwede yung balikan ulit, di ba? Pwede yung balikan later pag naisip mo. So, sige, ano pang pwede mong i-share, sis?
So, ito nga, example lang to. So, di ba nag-freelancing ako right now? So, parang, there was this, nung nagsastart pa lang ako, I had this doubt in myself kung kaya ko siya gawin. Or, magiging magaling ba ako sa work na to? Because, alam mo, Kuya Ony, alam mo naman, medyo perfectionist kasi akong tao. So every task or every work na ginagawa ko, I try to make it perfect. Okay? As in, naiinis ako kapag hindi ko nagagawa, hindi ako masasatisfy dun sa ginawa ko or sa performance ko or sa execution ko ng work. No? So, ito yung doubt ko at the beginning kasi it was something that I've never done before. No? That the role or the job itself is not something I was comfortable doing. I had a lot of stretch of work hours para matutunan ko itong mga tasks na to or skills na kailangan ko matutunan in the job. And there were a couple of times wherein I had to cry, no? Medyo may mga times ako na emotional ako because nainis ako na bakit hindi ko nagagawa to ng maayos? Bakit hindi ko na-meet yung expectation na sineset ko sa sarili ko. And sometimes it's you, yourself. You're the one who's putting yourself down eh. You're the one who's making it so hard for yourself to accept na, alam ko ba, okay lang yan, magkamali ka, it's okay. You are going to make as much mistakes. It's okay because that's how, that's basically how improvements or progress comes after. Diba? You have to make a lot of mistakes para mag-progress ka sa ginagawa mo. And if you don't make a lot of mistakes, wala kang growth. Diba?
Pero,
there's nothing to
tama yan. Pero itong tanong ko sa iyo, halimbawa kung mag-start sila ng passion, whatever it is, importante ba na may goal ka sa simula? Yan ang tanong sa iyo.
Well, a lot of, ideally kasi dapat talaga, you have to set goals, Kuya Ony, because your goals are somewhat a blueprint of more or less your expectations, let's say in the next 3 months. or in the next 6 months. Diba? At ito yung mga magiging guide mo towards your growth, no? Na-assess mo, ma-evaluate mo. Okay, so itong ano na to, isang month na to, 1 month into let's say playing a piano, diba? Ano naman natututunan ko na? So I must know the basics, diba? Or the next few months, ganun din. Diba? Or the next 6 months. Hindi kasi ako pianist Kuya Ony, so wala akong masyado share na experience ko on that. Pero, siguro na lang, let's give it to a more personal standpoint. Let's say, on learning a language. Okay, so ito kasi yung mas alam kong more or less na i-share sa inyo. So, in learning a language, hindi siya in 6 months, marunong ka na. Fluent ka na. Makakasalita ka na ng fluent Mandarin. It's not like that, no. But you will eventually know how to speak the basics, no, in let's say 3 months or 2 months, depende sa progress mo. And ano ba ang daily breakdown ng training mo? If you're going to learn a language, ano ba dapat mong, ilang hours ka ba dapat mag-aral? At least 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day in learning this language is important. Is something na kailangan mong i-meet. Why? Pag 2 hours a day ka, in the next few months or year, I'd say magaling ka na. Kasi at least 2 hours a day would suffice yung training para eventually you get to the point of having to speak Mandarin in such a more comfortable manner, medyo fluent ka na, marami ka nang alam na words or sentences, ganyan. So,
Tama.
Kailangan mong i-commit yun. Ganon. So, yan ang magiging, iset mo yung goal mo towards sa ginagawa mo. So, okay. So, ito na yung gagawin ko.
Tama. Abay, hindi mo ba napansin? Ang bilis ng oras. Ang bilis ng oras. Halos pataos na tayo. No? At, well, siguro maganda dyan, no? Sa mga tips na nabigay natin sa kanila, no? Kung paano magsimula ng inyong passion. Ako, kung isa-summarize to, pinag-usapan natin para sa akin, ang summary nito, isa lang just do it. Diba? Kung meron kayong gustong gawin na passion, whatever it is, diba? Just do it. Yun lang naman kasi pag hindi mo ginawa yan, hindi mo malalaman kung para sa'yo o hindi. Hindi mo malalaman kung pakikinabangan mo talaga yan o hindi. At hindi mo rin malalaman kung kakayanin mo. No? Diba yung fear and doubt, hindi mo malalaman kung matatalo mo yan kung hindi mo gagawin. So, yan ang aking last word, no? Pagdating sa topic natin, just do it. Ikaw, Ses, anong last word mo sa topic natin bago tayo
okay,
magpaalam?
So, syempre, i-echo ko lang yung sinabi ni Kuya Ony, no? You're never gonna know that you're gonna be successful in that specific thing or field if you're not gonna try. So, in other words, again, 3 words, just do it. Okay? If you feel fear or doubt, remember to strive for progress over perfection. Okay?
Tama.
So, yun lang. Yun lang ending sa
mabilis ang ating oras ngayon. At ito ay special episode lang naman ito dahil ang Passion Show ay babalik sa inyo. No? Babalik tayo rito eventually. No? Naghanap lang ng sponsor. Pag gusto nyo mag-sponsor, tawagan nyo lang kami. Kung gusto nyo bukas, mag-season 3 na tayo kung mag-sponsor kayo. So, well, una-una, batiin natin muna ang TNC, no? 3rd anniversary, no? Sa lahat ng mga host na katulad natin dito, at ang ating TNC family, siyempre, nandiyan si Apple Manansala, no? Maraming salamat at congratulations sa buong TNC family sa 3rd year na anniversary na ito. At marami pang episode, no? Marami pang special episodes ang TNC, no? Okay, so bago ikaw, Ses, ako muna, sasabihin ko, no? Abay, makikita nyo naman ako sa TikTok, no? Hanapin nyo lang si Kuya Ony at Kuya Ony o Ony Carcamo. Nandun yung TikTok ko. At dahil may mga shows na ngayon, pwede nyo na ako imbitahan, no? Sa mga events ninyo, mga birthday parties. Email nyo lang ako. No? Punta lang kayo sa TikTok ko. At si Ses din, marami ting Ses, ano mo mga paalala mo sa kanila?
Okay, so as an end to this special episode, syempre gusto ko kayo i-invite sa aking TikTok account as well. So you could visit my TikTok account, Easy Mandarin for Pinoys. If you wish to inquire on classes, feel free to inquire there. Or kung gusto niyo naman sa Facebook account, you could actually search my account as well in Facebook, Princess Sanchez, and you can acquire as well. Ayan. So, also, syempre sa business namin, which is glass and aluminum, no, for people who are interested to inquire on yung mga glass and aluminum surfaces or products, then also feel free to message me na lang din in my Facebook account. So, para mas madali nyo ma-access yan or maka-inquire kayo kaagad. Yan. So, yan naman.
Tama. Okay, so yan. Again, na-miss namin kayo ni Princess, mga kapasyonista. At magbabalik kami, no? Yun lang. Pag may-sponsor namin, balik kami rito. So, this has been Kuya Ony.
Okay, and this has been Princess reminding you guys to focus on what excites you.
And of course, be willing to suffer.
And of course, you relish the results. So till our season 3.
Nakalimutan na namin extra sa tagal, no? Okay. So sige, so magbabalik kami mga kapasyonista. Sana nag-enjoy kayo sa maiksing kwentuhan natin ito. So babalik ulit kami sa mga mga parating na mga panahon. Okay, season 3. Okay, sis. Bye-bye sa iyo.
Okay. Bye-bye, Kuya Ony. Thank you. Thank you, TNC. Happy anniversary.
Bye.
Are you aiming to gain admission to UP, Ateneo, La Salle? Are you aiming to gain admission to UP, Ateneo, La Salle, or UST? Partner with AHEAD, the leading and most awarded tutorial and review center in the country, and we'll get you to your dream school. Visit our website to know more. Are you aiming to gain admission to UP, Ateneo, La Salle, or UST? Partner with AHEAD, the leading and most awarded tutorial and review center in the country, and we'll get you to your dream school. Visit our website to know more.